Hello.
What's up, everybody? It's Erin.
And Nicole. This is Dude That's Fucked Up.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Howdy. Howdy.
Oh, hey. Welcome.
How y'all doing? I don't know how you're doing. I'm doing great.
Yeah.
How are you?
Oh, pretty bad, but
Oh, cool.
also good.
Sweet.
Yeah. No.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, I'm feeling very festive. This would have been my dad's 75th birthday, so I dressed up. I'm in one of his. We thought, well, you knew it was pineapples. I thought maybe it was like, it says Hawaii on it, but I thought these were dice.
They could be.
Yeah,
they could be diced pineapple.
I think it's
Okay.
like 80s pineapples. Like this is, I think, an old shirt, but it's silk. It's like.
It looks really nice and comfy.
It's very like.
It's like pajamas.
It's
you
like
know?
pajamas. I should start wearing it to bed.
Mm-hmm.
But I would want matching bottoms.
That's fair. That's fair.
Maybe I could. Maybe if there's extra material, I could sew like little shorts or something. That would be really cute.
Just like some black, like silk shorts.
I can make shorts out of the sleeves, honestly, because this shirt is like. I'm like
massive.
It's like
yeah. But I love that's what you want. That's what you want.
That's what you want. That's what you want out of a dad shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just a little nod to my dad, the captain.
The captain, HBD captain.
HBD captain.
Captain.
Captain Phil.
We miss you.
We miss you. Ugh, we miss you so much. All the time, especially today.
I'm just hearing his whistle in my head.
Yeah, I listened to some of his voicemails this morning, which I don't do very often because it's very sad. But I was already sad, and I was like, "I'm gonna
might
do
as well."
it." I'm like, "I'm gonna do it," and it was cute. And I was like, "Oh, what a treat!"
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you gotta just pay homage and
pay homage.
You know,
I ate some of his foods.
His favorite foods.
His fave foods. I talked to my brother who also ate some of his fave foods. And I talked to my mom. We all are little, we're all honoring him in our little ways, and it's very cute.
I love that. That's very special and sweet.
Yeah. Pete, what?
I was going to say, it's good stuff.
Oh, it's good stuff. Yeah. Pete is in New York right now for work, and I was trying to get him to go to this restaurant my dad loved, but he had like work dinners all week, so he couldn't really go. So instead, he heard when we saw my mom last weekend before he left, my mom was like, "Remember that time Dad brought you guys home a New York pizza on the plane?" Because my parents had gone to New York, and we were like, he was always telling us about the pizza, and we were like, we want a New York pizza. And so my dad's like, I'll bring you home a New York pizza. And so they stopped somewhere, like at a famous Ray's or something. I don't know. And they got a whole ass fucking cheese pizza, got on the plane. My dad was telling everyone, it's for my kids. We're bringing them a cheese pizza. And put it like in the overhead. And
just stunk up somebody's fucking luggage.
Somebody's like, some man's like suit.
Samsonite.
Yeah, his suit. Like suit thing that's like rolled up in like vinyl. Like it's not even vinyl. It's just like fully pulling in all the aroma of garlic and tomato and cheese. And like, brought it back. I remember like seeing them pull into the driveway and like being like, where's the pizza? And my dad being like, oh. And then we had already preheated the oven, so we like ran inside and put it in the oven and ate a fucking New York pizza that my dad brought. And Pete thought that was so cute, so he told me last night.
Sweet.
Yeah, or maybe this morning he was like, well, so I couldn't go to the restaurant, Trattoria dell'Arte, shout out. But he's like, but I am collecting little New York foods for you to bring you back like your dad did. And I was like, oh my God.
What an angel.
I know. As an homage to my dad. So I was like, oh, what a gem. So I have some foods to look forward to. So
bless. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My dad would have loved it too.
I love it. Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. Man. Yeah. Oh man, I'm getting a little teary just thinking about that. That's so sweet.
I know, it's so cute. Oh God. Oh.
Well, I don't want to start fully crying.
I know.
Both of
I
us
can't
start fully crying.
No,
I know.
I'm holding it. I'm doing a great job actually because I was crying up until the 5 minutes before. I was already late, but the 5 minutes before we started recording, which was 10 or 15 minutes late, I was already crying, and I was I'm all puffy. I'm like trying to do my makeup. It's like my mascara is just hitting my puffy eyelid, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, oh, it looks like eyeliner. We're moving on. I don't care. You could probably.
You look great.
Can you see it? All smeary. I didn't even finish. I didn't put on any eyeshadow. I just went. I did a brow, a cheek, a full.
Yeah. You look great.
Thanks.
You look beautiful.
That was it.
Oh my God.
I'm puffy, but it's fine. I'll just do this.
There you go. Oh, gorgeous. Perfect.
I'll just do this emo bang.
I love it.
I'll do
You're
a
looking
double-sided
great.
one. There we go.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Well,
Anywho.
I mean, just bless.
Yeah.
We're doing great besides that.
I'm fully on the verge, but I think I'm going to make it because today's topic is so fucking stupid.
It's so stupid and so fucking silly.
Yeah. In the best way.
In the best way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is spooky season. This is like spooky adjacent, I think.
Yeah, it's spooky.
Yeah.
I've
been getting in the mood for spooky season. Have you been watching any horror movies?
No. Oh, yes. I just watched one X. It's like a new one.
Oh, yeah. The Mia Goth one.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Although one of the guys in it is from The Ring. Like, he was the guy that gets killed when she comes out of the TV, like the boyfriend of Naomi Watts, I guess.
Yeah.
And I just watched a Netflix show he's in called Virgin River, which is so fucking stupid, as you could tell by the name. But one of those like soap opera ones that I loved, of course.
And isn't Kid Cudi in it too?
Oh, I don't know who that is. I don't know.
Oh, I think he's.
Oh,
he's
okay.
But yeah, Mia Goth is like the main character.
I didn't even know who she was. I had to Google. I had to like look all these people up. They
did like a trilogy of it too. There's like more.
Pearl just came out, and that's like the prequel to X. And then but the girl who plays the new Wednesday Addams is in it.
Oh.
Also, the premise is very fun. It's like they're making a porn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Britney Snow's in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at this farm.
Yeah, I think I'm going to watch that next.
It's fun.
Yeah. I've been watching just like really random. Like today I watched The Mist, which is it's a Stephen King like
Mark Wahlberg?
novella. God, no.
Oh,
no,
he's
no.
the fog.
Yeah,
M. Night Shyamalan. Never mind.
Yeah, no, totally different. But
I got my weather patterns.
Yeah, you got your weather your weather-based horror movies mixed up.
No one's making me a meteorologist anytime soon. Am I right?
Yeah, there's also like another one that's like not The Mist, but I don't know, something else. That's like around the same time, but this is a Stephen King story, so it's good, it's fine. It has Marcia Gay Harden in it, and she gives an absolutely unhinged performance.
I gotta watch.
So that in and of itself is worth it. But it's like it's fine. It's fine. There's like a twist and stuff, and so it's like but it's like pretty standard. And then I like watched the original Suspiria yesterday, part of it yesterday, and then the rest of it today. Great movie. It's like an original. It's like what everything is inspired by.
Oh, I don't know this.
It's like it's a Dario Argento. He's like a 1970s Italian filmmaker.
Yeah. I know this. Okay, because I just saw the poster for it. Like, I've heard of this. I haven't seen it. I just saw the poster for it at Alamo Drafthouse.
Yeah. It's like a super famous movie.
Yeah. Okay. I got to watch it.
They like show it in film school and stuff. It's just like, it's great. It's very 70s.
Yeah.
So, but I'm like very much in that like, creepy mindset.
In that vibe. Yeah. That vibe. Yeah.
But then I was thinking like, I think I want to go back even further and watch like old B movies that I used to watch when I was a little kid. Like around this time of year, my parents always let us watch like whatever scary movie. Like we had like a whole box edition of like old classic scary movies, like The Wolfman, like a lot of like Bela Lugosi kind of.
Oh yeah.
Like Dracula, and another one that we always watched. I think that I don't know. I think I like didn't hold it in as high as of a esteem as like The Wolfman. I think that was my favorite. But The Blob.
Oh.
Did you ever watch that?
No.
The original one? It's like 1955 or 56 or something.
Oh.
And it's so B movie, but it has a young Steve McQueen in it.
Oh.
And I didn't know this, so like because I was researching this topic, I immediately started researching The Blob.
Yeah.
Because
foreshadowing.
Because
it's the topic today's blobby.
It's very blobby. But apparently The Blob, the movie, is inspired by actual events, which was shocking when I like saw that.
Oh.
So
related to what we're talking about today?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my God. That's weird.
It's all tying in.
No wonder.
Yeah. So that is a very long-winded segue. But for The Blob, I guess the original like B movie, creepy, scary movie was inspired by an event that happened on September 26th, 1950 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Some police officers were out on patrol. Officer Joe Keenan and John Collins saw something fall out of the sky. And then they searched the area where they thought the object landed, and they found curious ooze dangling from a telephone pole.
Ew!
Yeah, like jizz all over a telephone pole. Yeah, no, I don't know.
We found Bigfoot.
Yeah.
He's fucking this pole. Get over here.
Somebody's just on top of a building, like jizzing off of it. And they're like,
God.
Something fell out of the sky. No, I don't know what they were.
Oh, God.
But they found this like weird ooze, and then Officer Collins reached out to touch it. Sir,
no.
What?
No.
Why? No, you don't touch just weird goo.
Because it was 1950, and that was before anyone jerked off and put it places. You know what I mean? Like that didn't enter the public lexicon until probably the 70s, because that's when the weird shit was happening, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. Well, this fucking guy touched it, and he said it left behind a sticky residue, and then it just evaporated when he touched it, which is weird. They called for backup, and a couple other officers came. So there's like other people to corroborate this story, but no explanation was ever presented for what the fucking goo was, or whether they, like the police officers, just like misinterpreted the situation or what.
What the hell?
Yeah. And then so it became like kind of like a weird media story. And 8 years later, the local filmmakers, Jack Harris and Irvine H. Millgate, came out with The Blob. So it's not explicitly based on the 1950s incident, but because they were so close, and like this was like in their, literal like backyard.
Yeah.
They probably were definitely knew about this happening. So that's creepy.
That's so creepy.
And apparently this is not a uncommon phenomenon. Goo falling out of the sky, I mean. Apparently this has been happening like all around the world for literal centuries. And there's even...
As long as there have been dicks?
I guess. I don't know.
Like, what is going on?
So, but actually this... people have been seeing blobs like this just lying around everywhere.
Yeah.
There's references dating back to circa 1440.
Whoa.
From an English-Latin dictionary entry for something called stir slime.
Oh.
And it's spelled Sterrelyme. Sturslime. Sturslime.
It's Sturslime.
Sturslime.
It's Sturslime. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's Latin, so it's more, I don't know what a Latin pronunciation would be, but yeah. The Latin equivalent given as aslub. Sorry, not asub. Aslub.
Asub. Stir slub. That's the way I like to flub.
Asub. Or
don't make me do it again.
It's a rendering of Arabic ashshub, which is also used in medieval Latin as a term for falling or shooting star.
Oh.
So it's all tying together.
Or it's like ashshub or something.
Ashhub, yeah.
Ashshub. Oh, okay. Ashshub. Yeah.
Ashhub. Yeah.
I want a shoop, baby. Boop, boop, boop. Oh my God.
The Oxford English Dictionary lists a large number of other names for this substance and reference to the 1440 English Latin entry. The names include star fallen, star falling, star jelly, star shot, star slime, star slough, star slubber, star spurt, and star slutch. Those are also names for jizz. I'm sorry. They are.
Oh my God. For like, if you're fucking like a famous person.
Mm-hmm.
Like
star fucker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Star spurt. Like,
Star spurt.
Yeah. Like Jason Derulo's Star Spurt or whatever. Like, I don't know why I thought of Jason Derulo.
Why Jason Derulo? What?
I don't know. I don't even like him.
I literally don't even know what that guy does except for fall downstairs or something. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
I
think
know,
that's a meme. I don't know.
I know he has some like song.
Some
I know
bops.
there's a song that he has that he sings his own name in, which I just think is his personality. Do you know what I mean?
That is so funny. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like, but he will make you sign a contract so that you can't take his Star Spurt home with you. Or his Star Slough.
Star
Slough. That's nasty, dude. That's
it's like what you scrub off your feet.
I was just gonna say it's giving foot mask.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving mask. Celebrity foot mask.
I'm gonna come out with my own brand of foot mask and call it Star Slough.
I love it. Just and you could get a star to be. Yeah, I mean these are all very fun, and then I feel like now and then here we are rude as hell fucking calling it blobs or whatever, the blob.
Yeah.
Like these
How did it become that? That's so much better.
I know, it's so much better.
Or is it? I don't know. Star jelly is cute.
Star jelly's cute, and these all feel way more official, like star or even like stare slime or something. Like it feels like, okay, this is almost like bordering on scientific the way it's spelled. But it's like, I don't know. We're like, oh, blobs. But I have a few pitches. Okay, I was thinking like gelacular spheres. I think that sounds very cool. Globules.
That's a word, yep.
And it feels like scientific.
Mm-hmm.
And even, I think, even better than straight up blobs is blobby droplets, which also, that sounds like it could be like a doo-wop group. Now that
it sounds like Bobby Soxers or something.
Yeah, or like Bobby Darin. It's like blobby droplets.
Doo-wop group. Well, so blobs have been falling out of the sky willy-nilly. And in one town, it happened a bunch of times and maybe even made some people sick.
Oh, my. No thanks.
And this is why I wanted to focus on this story because, it's happened around the world many times. Like, people have found these little, blobby droplets.
Yeah.
The star slime, all kinds of random places. And there's never really been a good explanation for it. And sometimes it's coincided with like a meteor shower. So that's why people associate it with falling stars, star slime.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. But it happened in this one town, and the fact that it happened multiple times and also made people sick is what drew us to this topic, this specific story today.
Also, like the timing is way closer to now than any other time, like,
yeah.
So there's more interesting takes on it and like data.
Yeah. Yeah. And this episode is very closely related to an episode we did on the Kentucky meat shower.
Oh my
God.
Which
a Patreon is in our Patreon. Right? It's our Patreon episode from a very long time ago. I think that's like one of
it's
our first Patreon bonus episode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you're not a patron, you should definitely become one and check that out.
Good plug.
Yeah. Okay, but let's talk about this particular town and these particular blobs that appeared.
Yeah.
So August 7th, 1994, in Oakville, Washington, at 3 a.m., a rain rolls in and begins to fall, blanketing a 20 square mile area. Now, this is like where, when I watched The Mist today, I was like, ooh, this is like getting me in the mindset of today's episode.
Yeah.
But it's Washington State. It rains all the damn time.
Yeah.
So people were not paying attention. And also it was like 3 a.m. when it started. So,
sure.
But then when people started getting out and about, they noticed that the rain was weird. Residents began to notice that it was not water, but a strange gelatinous substance that they'd never really seen before.
Ew.
Yeah, that's weird. Imagine like being like, oh, it's raining out, and then you like go outside and you're like,
it's like thick. Oh my God, Pete and I got caught in some rain. We had like a very weird, quick, like rain shower last weekend, and we were downtown walking home, and we got caught in it. And imagine if that was like thick,
getting caught in it.
Oh, and you don't have an umbrella or anything. You couldn't even like. You'd have to like. Do you know what I mean?
I'm
like
just,
you'd have to like wipe
like,
and shake it off your hands because it wouldn't be water. It wouldn't just slough off. It would be like thick, dude.
Oh God, and it probably like warms up with your body heat. I don't know.
Ew.
Oh my God.
What if it's like, okay, in Men in Black 2? Oh no, Men in Black 1. There's a moment where like someone kills an alien in front of Will Smith, and he like does that where he like wipes it off his eye and like flicks it. Like, that's what I'm envisioning. Thick.
Yeah. Thick
gelatinous.
Globules. Gelatinous. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of what it
gross.
was.
Yeah.
Over the next 3 weeks, there were another 5 reports in the local area of these strange blobs, with several people claiming that they had fallen ill as a result of contact with them. Ugh.
Ew.
It went
like diarrhea?
Like getting really sick, like for a long period of time. It was so weird and so sudden and like seemed so related to the blobs that a microbiologist at the Washington State Department of Health looked at it under a microscope and determined that the blobs actually contained 2 species of bacteria, although there was no suggestion that the bacteria was harmful. So what in the goddamn hell happened here?
Yeah. What is it? And why are people sick?
Yeah, we don't know. But let's talk about the first people to experience this phenomenon and like some other eyewitnesses and people who have talked about what happened to them after coming in contact with the blobs. So at the time it first began, Officer David Lacey was on patrol. This police officer was on patrol with a civilian friend.
Seems shady. You're just driving around at 3 a.m. with a friend in the car. Do a better job.
I guess like if nothing good happens after midnight, so
that's right.
But
also, you're working. Your friend should be here.
Yeah.
What if you?
I don't know. Like people come into my like retail job. I guess like people could come like hang out with their cop friends. I guess I don't know.
just driving around though? Like how
this is a small town though, so there's
right.
different rules.
Maybe the friend was like also the mayor and also like the tow truck driver. We don't know.
Yeah, the butcher. Yeah, who's to say? There's literally like not even 1,000 people living in this town.
Oh, okay.
So Officer David Lacey out driving around in his patrol car with his bud, and the rain starts. So he turns on his windshield wipers, and this is not rain. Whatever it is smears all over his windshield.
Oh my God.
And he's like, what the fuck is this? So it got so smeary that he couldn't see out of his windshield. So he had to pull over at a gas station, and he tried to clean it like with his hands. He put on some gloves, some like latex gloves.
Yeah.
For safe, because he's like, I don't know what the fuck this is. And was just like trying to clean off his windshield, and he describes it as, quote, being very mushy, almost like if you had Jell-O in your hand.
Oh.
So that was like the consistency that was like smeared all over his windshield.
That's so upsetting. Without context, like that's so upsetting.
I know. So this is just like suddenly happening. And then another local resident, Dottie Hearn, went outside after the quote unquote rain stopped, and she noticed it was everywhere. At first, she thought it was hail, but when she went to go touch it, like to pick up some hail, or so she thought, she noticed it was like a weird gelatinous texture.
Oh.
Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. I'm surprised she like got all up in it, but also I think like what I would imagine to be like the fart sound of this like quote unquote hail hitting your window, like it's like, like it's not like rain, it's like Jell-O. If someone threw a fucking handful of Jell-O at a window, it'd be like it's splat.
Maybe, but if it's like small and like kind of pellety,
but if it's not hard, it's like gonna slap more, like it's gonna.
But it has heft to it, so it's like it probably just would sound like heavy. It was raining really heavy,
or like
it's like small drops,
or like a bunch of wet noodles hitting a plate, or like if you drop a piece of pumpkin pie, but it's like top down,
yeah,
onto like a tile floor. I just feel like it would be very slurpy sounding, very like wet fart sounding.
Who's to say? I don't know. I've never been in a gelatinous rain.
Me
so
either, but this would have been a question I asked.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, she went out and she touched it.
Dottie, no.
Dottie, what you doing?
We're so happy to let you know that today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. It's no secret that therapy has been a gift to me in this last year and a half. I think I've been pretty open about my journey. Well, with grief and things, and I've been dealing with other things that I am not so open about, but that's because they're private and not fully my business. And so this isn't an outlet for me to talk about them necessarily, but the outlet I do have is with my therapist. And she has made my life so much more manageable just by helping me figure out the tools I think that I've needed to just address the reality of my life in a lot of ways,
Mm-hmm.
Like it's changed so significantly.
There's literally like nothing better than having somebody who's a third party entity who is not a friend. They're a professional, and they not only are there to like vent to and talk to, but they also are there to give you tools to help you cope better, gain some self-empowerment. That's what you're doing when you actually do self-care for yourself.
Yeah.
This is
the real deeper stuff.
The deeper stuff. Yeah. Help you deal with trauma, give you those tools to like pull some of those things out and just really get through what you need to get through.
Yeah. I want to say, listen, even last night, okay, I had therapy yesterday and it unleashed what ended up being a long day for me, a long emotional day. I think it just like opened up some things that I'd been holding in.
Sure.
And then the rest of the day was not chaos, but emotional chaos, I guess.
Yeah.
Like emotional turmoil. I was just like having a lot of feelings. And so then when it came time to dinner and I ran out of milk and I subbed in oat milk for some gravy I was making, and the texture of it changed because oat milk
is not
oats.
milk. Yeah.
And I was like, is this gravy going to be a souffle now? That would have made me melt down in the past, I think. I would have not been able to move past that maybe a couple months ago.
But now you have some techniques and
now I have some coping tools. And like I thought, maybe it is a souffle. And maybe I've just invented a souffle or a Goo Flu.
and a grody.
It was grody.
Gravy, oat gravy, grody.
Grody. Yeah, it's grody. It wasn't, though it tasted pretty good. But I was able to just like be whatever about it, know that there's other things we can eat if this does end up being just a heap of trash. And that's all thanks to my therapist and the tools that I've been working on and the time that I've been putting into taking care of myself.
Yeah.
And it's not to say I didn't also take a bubble bath and eat ice cream as forms of self-care afterwards.
All of the above.
All of the above. But really what helps me from fully melting down in truly the hardest year of my life is the tools I'm getting. So this is a sign maybe to anyone listening that if you're kind of on the fence about therapy and you're nervous about it, just do it. It's so helpful. It will open you up in a way that you didn't know you could open up, and it's so comforting, and BetterHelp is going to make it easy for you to like find someone to help you,
Yeah. Yeah, BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service. BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists, available 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you could easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/DTFU. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/DTFU.
What an offer to our listeners.
That's amazing. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring the podcast.
Oh, thank you. How excellent.
Excellent. So, yeah, she touched it. Officer Lacey touched it, and by that afternoon of the same day, these two people and a bunch of other residents had become very mysteriously and violently ill. They all described having difficulty breathing, extreme vertigo, blurred vision, and an increasing sense of nausea.
Oh, God.
Yeah, another resident, Beverly Roberts, said that everyone in town contracted some sort of flu-like illness that lasted 2 to 3 months.
Oh, no.
Which is wild. I don't know how accurate that statement is, but there wasn't that many residents in town. Again, not I think maybe around 700 people lived in this town. So, and then additionally, several cats and dogs that came into contact with the substance fell ill and died.
Oh.
Yeah, that's super sad.
Yeah. They probably ate it.
Yeah, something weird is going on here. So what's going on with this sickness? Nobody really knows, but when Dottie was exposed to it, when she got sick, she got really sick. Her daughter, Sunny, found her mom sprawled out on the bathroom floor after she'd been vomiting. Like, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No.
I know. I'd be like so fucking scared if I saw my mom in that condition.
Oh my God. This is a
anytime
horror film.
It's a horror film. It
Yeah.
truly is. Anytime anybody's vomiting, that's not good.
No.
But she was like passed out, and so she like grabbed her mom. Sunny grabbed her mom, took her to the hospital, and they diagnosed her with a severe inner ear infection. And she was in the hospital for a couple days recuperating. Sunny, the daughter Sunny, remembered the weird fucking rain they had, and
You can't even call it rain, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what do you call this? Like we gotta have some like the fucking
The sky jizz.
Sky jizz. Yeah.
It's fucking cloud cum.
Yeah.
It's a or if we don't want to be that gross, it's like it's like the universe's discharge.
Precipitation.
If
we don't want to be that gross, let's just call it discharge.
I think that's less gross than cum.
Okay, well, this star slime.
Yeah.
Well, Sunny remembered the weird fucking rain, star slime, whatever the fuck, and she thought there might be some sort of connection to that and to her mom's illness. So, yeah, she collected a sample and sent it to the hospital. A lab tech examined it and found that it contained human white blood cells, but couldn't identify what it was or how it came from the sky.
Ew.
Yeah. And then they sent the sample to Washington State Department of Health for further study.
Oh.
Mike McDowell, a microbiologist, noted that it was teeming with 2 types of bacteria, one of which lives in the human digestive system. Fucking what?
Oh.
Is it doo-doo, baby?
It's doo-doo, baby. Oh my God.
I don't
Globules?
like that.
This is
Globules.
doo-doo, baby.
Globules? This is doo-doo, baby.
Oh God. In the human intestines.
Horrifying.
Wait, human intestines or just in the intestines? Oh yeah.
Human digestive system.
Oh, that's upsetting.
It's so upsetting. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. This is so trippy. Like,
It's bringing more questions than answers.
More questions. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it. If this ever happened anywhere near me, I'd move.
Dude, it's so, like, okay, I don't get scared at, like, supernatural stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
This shit is real. This shit happened,
Yeah,
and there's,
yeah.
it's scary because it's like you can't escape it, you know?
Yeah.
It's all around you.
Yeah.
What do you do?
And it's nature. It's like fucking the pandemic. It's like all this shit's going on. You're scared. You don't know what's happening, but nobody knows what's happening. So nobody can tell you what to do to avoid it or whatever.
Because all horror movies are allegory for things in real life that you can't control, you know?
Yeah, like It Follows.
Mm-hmm.
That one's great.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, I guess, Dottie also kept it, like, so her daughter, Sunny, Dottie's daughter, Sunny, had grabbed a sample, but Dottie also kept a sample.
Yeah, because she thought it was weird when she touched it, right?
Yeah.
She's like, I need to know what this is.
Like, I don't know what this is. I'm going to have somebody else take a look at it. So she like, grabbed some and put some in her freezer.
Oh my God, what a good little murderino. What a good little like crime
Nancy
scene
Drew.
Investigator. Yes, Nancy Drew.
Mm-hmm. Dottie Drew.
Dottie. What was she going to do with it though? Like, was she going to make, like those sheets of gelatin? Maybe she thought she could like reutilize it in some sort of like bake-off challenge.
Like instead of collecting rainwater, you're collecting like gelatin to like
Chunk
make
water.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, she kept the sample in her freezer, and then she sent it in to like a private research lab because nobody was saying, like, could figure this stuff out that they had already shared it with. So she sent it to them. Spoiler alert, they also didn't figure it out, but they found this guy, Tim Davis, a microbiologist at Test Laboratories, believed he saw a eukaryotic cell, which is a complex nucleus containing cell that is present in most living creatures. So like it either was or had been alive at some point.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
Which I guess is just the same as like the gut bacteria or whatever. Like this was maybe a living. This was.
All bacteria is alive.
Yeah. So like this was alive at some point. I don't know. It's all very disgusting. But right off the bat, I was like, I think I know what this is. Okay. Right off the bat, I was like, I have a theory, which I debunked in literally 2 fucking seconds when I Googled it because it was so wrong. But I was like, oh, I think this is a mass hysteria from the movie Flubber.
Or like a viral marketing campaign.
Yeah. And I was like, ooh.
Like that movie Smile, that horror movie Smile. Have you seen
there's viral marketing?
Yeah, they put people behind like home plate during postseason baseball games and just doing that
oh my
really
God,
fucking creepy smile and shit.
For
and it would
how
be caught
long
on
those
camera.
poor people?
I don't know, but they were it was really fucking creepy. Like
oh my
that
God.
shit.
That's
like that
kind
creepy. Of experiential marketing.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
So.
Okay, so Flubber came out in 1997. So this is easily debunked. It was not mass hysteria from the movie Flubber. I just thought like people saw Flubber, they got very excited about it. Then they were like, "Is this Flubber?" But but then the reverse of that is maybe Flubber was inspired by these events.
Could be,
right?
But wasn't Flubber like
it's a remake?
Not,
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
that's debunked also.
Yeah. Also, wasn't it like
exciting.
fun? Wasn't Flubber like fun?
Yeah, Flubber's fun, yeah. And it has like a personality. But this is alive.
Yeah.
It's alive.
It's alive.
But there's tons of like local conspiracy theories that the townspeople had. So one is that it was waste from a commercial plane toilet, which if this was waste from a commercial flight, you'd be fucking lucky because it was clear. Like these globules were like clean, pristine, clear looking. Okay.
The FAA was like, no.
Yeah, the FAA was like, first of all, we dye our shit blue, literally.
Yeah. If we're dumping shit on unsuspecting town people, it'd be blue, okay?
Yeah. And also, it's not just blue or navy or aqua, it's blue ice is the color of what we and also we do not discharge our toilets mid-flight. That is illegal.
We are not Dave Matthews Band, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. We know that shit's illegal, and honestly, it'd be way easier for you to catch it because you wouldn't have to time a boat under it. He almost got away with it. That man almost got away with it.
If it wasn't for those pesky architecture tourists.
And I would have gotten away with it too.
Scooby Poo. Oh my God.
Okay, another but I was thinking like I wonder if I don't know the answer to this, but while we were talking about it, like I wonder if it was like treatment from like a waste center that like evaporated into the air or something, like it could be so many things. Anyway,
it could be I don't know,
but okay, another I don't know how they got here like as a conspiracy or as a theory immediately, but they're like, what if it's particles of deceased jellyfish that had evaporated and been incorporated into a rain cloud? Which it's like, how many first of all, who was wood chipping jellyfish? Like, who was like dicing like into these tiny ass particles jellyfish, and then they like got evaporated as chunks into a cloud and then rained back down?
Yeah, it was somebody doing like a slap chop with some jellyfish, and they got like, and then it got sucked up into the atmosphere and then drop it. Like what? How would that happen?
A slap chop? Yeah,
that's just too elaborate.
It's too. Someone left the fucking lid off the blender while they were making a frozen jellyfish arita. I'm sure this town is interesting.
I don't know what they're doing in Oakville, but
smoking something, because these are some wild theories. Also, like, who's going out and just touching shit and like touching their mouth and stuff? I don't know.
You don't know. That is human nature. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Well, okay. So the military, like, once this jellyfish arita theory emerged, the military admitted that they were doing practice bombing runs off the coast of Washington in the Pacific Ocean. But then they denied any knowledge of whatever the blobs were. So they're like, yeah, we're bombing the shit out of the coast out here, like, for practice. But like, that's not us.
Okay, a theory is starting to form in my mind. Okay,
a whale, an exploded whale.
No, let's.
Okay, we'll see. We'll get to it.
We'll
I love this. Okay, this is in real time, people.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Then people speculated that a military experiment on biological weapons was to blame for the blobs, but that could not be confirmed, obviously, because the military is not going to be like, oh, yeah, did we fuck up and poison a whole city? Like, no. And so those are like some of the main theories. And I just want to say, no samples exist today. Yeah, so, like, we'll never know.
I after these samples were, submitted to these labs, the various like the couple samples that existed from Dottie and her daughter, they simply don't exist anymore. I don't know if they were just like destroyed because
they used them.
They used them and they're stored. They don't store samples like that after so long or what. But
they don't have a blob storage facility.
They don't have a blob storage facility. Yeah. So there's nothing exists to like physically look at anymore from
What's your theory that's forming? Do you want to share it now?
I'll do it after
okay.
After we so okay. No samples exist. There's never been a concrete answer for the blobs or their origin. Yeah. Though the event hasn't reoccurred. Right. It did happen multiple times within a 3-week span in Oakville, but yeah, it's yeah, it's just nothing like this has happened since, I guess, where it rained blobs over a town and then people got super sick. So which like, if you think about our country and how much like open space there is, I mean, maybe this isn't true of like the coast as much, so who's to say? But like this this rain stuff could have happened in other areas like that people just haven't been living near, or like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. Although the coasts are jam packed full of people, so probably not. Yeah, the coast, I feel like you would know if it happened. Yeah. Because people would be like, chunky rain. Chunky rain. Isn't that the guy with the deep voice? Chocolate rain. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. One of the first viral videos of all time. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Chocolate rain guy. Well, the only other clue after all this came courtesy of Jim and Kathy Bellinger, who reported seeing dead crabs along the Washington coast around the times that the blobs were reported in Oakville. Oh. And a clear gel was nearby, a clear blob, a clear globule, a clear star jelly, if you will. Oh. Both Kathy and her dog touched the goo, and both became really sick by the following day. And all Kathy had to say about it was, it's weird. Kathy. That's an understatement.
Yeah. Kathy.
Yeah, so
read a book, Kathy.
Kathy, why don't you read the Oakville Gazette? See what's going on around you. Super fucking weird.
Yeah.
So now I'll get to my idea my theory of what happened here. Okay. So I think since the military admitted that they were doing some bombing exercises, it's obviously to do with them. Something to do with the military. Now, what they were bombing maybe was they were destroying something over the ocean maybe that they didn't want, people to know about.
Yeah.
Then there was a storm. The storm sucked up whatever, water spout or something, sucked up into the air, sucked it up, dropped it on this town a few miles off the coast.
Yeah.
And then it re-evaporated whatever it was that they had, tried to eviscerate over the ocean.
Yeah.
And then it re-evaporated, got sucked back up again, stormed again, whatever the weather pattern is over this town. So I don't know. I think it does have to do with military though.
Yeah, I think it has to do with something that the government or the military was doing in the water. And then maybe it was all natural stuff. Maybe it was, maybe it was a bunch of dead marine creatures and it created they all kind of let out some sort of gross rotting something and then it ate it up. Maybe it's natural, or maybe it was that they were fucking around with some weapons,
biological shit.
Yeah, biological shit. But yeah, that seems the most likely that it traveled somehow. So they were mixing things around in there that shouldn't have been mixed, and then it got sucked up into the atmosphere and then it moved and made some people sick.
You can't account for weather, but you should.
You should, and also it's raining a lot there, so you should have accounted for it. Yeah.
Yeah, all the fucking time.
The dead crabs are weird.
Yeah, there's something very mysterious happening. This is interesting.
It's weird. It is interesting. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it's gross. I'm glad I didn't live there in 1994 because I would have been alive, and I actually wouldn't have touched it. I'm confident. I was a child, and I still wouldn't have touched it because I would have been like, ew, no.
Yeah, I feel like my parents would have been like, don't fucking touch it, and we would not have touched it. But my dad probably would have gotten sick.
Your dad would be like, look, a glob angel. He's out in the...
My dad does have some overlapping similarities with Homer Simpson.
Kids, we're going to do a glob sled run. Like a bobsled? Like a bobsled?
A glob sled. Yeah, I don't know. This shit scares me more because nature is more scary than anything that could be dreamed up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
is real life is more scary to me than anything.
Yeah.
And this is real life. This is a real life phenomenon that happened and apparently has happened for centuries. So
oh my God, yeah, long time.
Who the fuck knows what's going on? I don't know if I don't know if it's just coincidence that people happen to notice this star slime after a meteor shower. But the leading theory about what it actually is, any kind of weird slime that people find just randomly on the ground, is that it's regurgitated frog
slime,
stuff
guts?
Guts, yeah.
Oh.
That birds or of prey or whatever.
Why is it clear? It wouldn't be clear.
A frog. What am I trying to say? They're
slime.
Little eggs.
Oh, they're not larvae, but eggs.
Yeah.
Frog eggs.
Frog eggs. Yeah, that's what scientists think it is. Also, could just be a random fungus. That takes a gelatinous form. So
that shares molecules with like certain human biomes or whatever.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Interesting. And also we didn't talk about the fact that it could be aliens.
Oh, it's obviously aliens.
Yeah. If it's not the government, it's aliens.
It could be. I think maybe the United States government blowing up alien remains.
Oh.
That's what gets sucked up into the storm clouds.
Yeah.
You know?
It doesn't like, and because their remains are like not from Earth, it doesn't like disintegrate like how it should. Like when they incinerate a body, it doesn't make ash, it just makes gelatin.
And we share enough DNA with whatever these like alien life forms are that it like
it caused confusion. That's fun.
Cause confusion.
That's a good that's a good theory.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, still don't know what it is. Nobody does. And if it happens in your town, just don't fucking touch it.
Don't touch it. Don't touch the chunky rain.
Don't touch the chunky rain. It could
chunky
be jizz.
rain.
It could be jizz for all you know.
Could be alien jizz, dude.
Could be alien jizz.
You could get pregnant. We don't know how their genitals work. What if it's like just touching your fingers, you are impregnated by an alien? You don't know because we don't know how their shit works.
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, so don't touch it.
It's literally like Alien, like or Prometheus. You just touch it and it just
God, nope, no thanks.
Mm-mm. No, thank you.
Not a fan.
We don't want it.
Don't want to jinx that, or don't even want to try it.
Don't even put it in your mind.
No, it's out of my mind.
Get it out. Yeah.
Bye. Blob. Z.
Bye, Blob.
Bye, Blob. Blob the drag queen. I feel like that'd be fun.
Blob Ross.
Blob Ross. What about Blob?
What about Blob?
Anything with Bob. Blobby Brown.
Blobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
Blobby Brown.
Blobby De Niro. Like, hey.
Blobbing for apples. I don't know. Okay.
Blobbing for apples.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Blobbing for apples.
So
I love it. That's the title of this episode.
I don't know, man. I feel like I don't want to. If you touch this shit, you get the Oakville Goo Flu.
Ew.
Don't touch the goo. You might get the flu.
Yeah.
It could be poo. I don't know.
And you'll boo-hoo.
I don't know. I'm done. I gotta stop.
All right.
I'm going cuckoo. All right.
We mentioned our Patreon. You could check that out. Patreon.com/DTFU podcast. We do have an episode about the Kentucky meat shower. It's way more disgusting than this one, I think.
Horrifying.
It's horrifying. So go listen to that.
I mean, we don't know what these blobs were, but
yeah,
the Kentucky meat shower was for sure like human remains, I think, or animal remains. Ugh.
Yeah, it was something not
disgusting.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So check that out.
So check it out. It's so great. You're gonna love it.
It's a fun episode, and I feel like we were kind of buzzed when we recorded it.
Yeah, it's vintage.
It's vintage DTFU. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And yeah, we have social media platform accounts.
Yep.
Or whatever those are called. Our ats are at DTFU podcast everywhere, all over the place.
Yeah. You can reach out on social medias, or you could visit our website, dtfupodcast.com, and send us a topic suggestion.
We love getting topic suggestions. We love getting stories from you.
Yeah.
Please send those. And
articles, weird articles.
Love an interesting article. Just anything that we could go down a rabbit hole on, we love.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, that's it. This is gonna come out right before Halloween, so
yeah.
Happy Halloween.
Ooh, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Spooky, spooky. Stay safe and stay excellent to yourselves.
And each other.
We love you.
We love ya.
Blobby, blobby. Bye-bye.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Bye.
Bye.